So this man right here came in thinking he was gonna get a taper. I had other plans. Now he's been holding on to this for years, y'all. But when you've got your son watching, you don't just fix hair. You show him what it means to let go. Keep it a bean, y'all. Like, a lot of you would have cut it off already. My guy Chris held on to this till the very end. Like, even on this particular day, he wasn't planning on cutting it off. He did the ponytails, he covered up that bald spot in every single way, whatever it took. He just didn't believe that the bald look was for him. And you know how it is, you don't think you have the right head shape. You got people in the family that you're gonna be like, damn man, they gonna roast me. And so when I spoke to him originally on the matter, he was not trying to do it, but it's Father's Day, bro. Like, you got your son here, and I see it, bro. I see a better version of you on the other side, and I just need you to trust me. We've known each other for 15 plus years, Chris. Hear me out. This took about like 5 minutes, and then he basically told me, bro, go ahead, do your thing. He closed his eyes. I'm talking about tight.
I was insecure when I met you, take me to different levels, but couldn't walk away, start dancing up with the try my game good, but never did get a medal. Digging up the past, I'm treacherous with the shovel, treacherous with my ways, treacherous with my thoughts, trying to maintain, but often it throw me off. When times get hard, be needing you to be soft. Let's get this shit on, don't need you to piss me off. I need love, love.
With that top gone, you already know the beard gotta step up. I'm not taking it all the way down now. This right here is like that rough draft for the beard, okay? I'm not even focused on picking that razor up right now. First, we're doing what every man deserves, but rarely gets. You see that hot towel? Mira eso. Steaming. Steaming. And Chris, you deserve this hot towel. It's sizzling like something coming out of Chili's. You know when you order something at a restaurant and it comes to you sizzling? Así mismo. Because let's be honest, most of us ain't out here pampering ourselves. We ain't booking facials or spa days. But a solid barber service, that's our version of self-care. See, that towel hit different, bro. Especially when you earn it. Now, when it comes to Chris's beard, I'm not pushing that line down. I'm barely even touching it. I'm keeping it as natural as possible. If you're thinking about spraying fibers on a beard like this, I gotta question your sanity. This is a strong beard, hands down. The crown, not so much, but that's all right. Chris, I know you hear me, bro. I told you that day, you got a superpower now with this beard. The crown was holding you back, and letting it go literally was the best decision you made, bro. From this day forward, it's beard on 10 every single day. You ain't got no excuses now. Matter of fact, I might be a little jealous here because there has to be a freedom that comes with just being bald and not worrying about the hair on your head. And the most you worry about is just your facial hair. That sounds like a pretty nice deal. I don't know, Chris, you might have cracked the code for real. You might have figured it out.
I was insecure when I met you, take me to different levels, but couldn't walk away, start dancing up with the try my game good, but never did get a medal. Digging up the past, I'm treacherous with the shovel, treacherous with my ways, treacherous with my thoughts, trying to maintain, but often it throw me off. When times get hard, be needing you to be.
So right now, we're gonna go ahead and step into the part of the service that doesn't get talked about enough, the pampering. Now for Chris, or any man that comes to a barbershop, this always involves a hot towel. If the hot towel is not involved, I can't even call it a full pampering service in a barbershop. Now we're taking into consideration that Chris is a newly bald man with a strong beard. I'm thinking the beard gets the works, the bald head gets the works. 2 hot towels for this one service. It's crazy how a lot of men, we don't do this whole pampering thing. We don't book facials, you know, like we're not trying to go to the spas. Everything is done in the barbershop. This is our sanctuary. This right here is where we get our version of therapy, ladies. That towel, that steam, that massage on the crown, that's medicine right there. I wanted Chris to experience that, especially after everything he let go of, his fear of going bald. This moment was about reminding him that he deserves to feel good again, clean, fresh, at peace. I'm pretty sure you know we're not done with this video yet. I mean, what better way to spend Father's Day than with a fresh new look? And your son's right next to you getting cleaned up too. Because let's be honest, you can't be out here on Father's Day looking sharp while your son's out here looking like Tuesday. Nah, little man gotta get fresh too. Now, as you can see, he's got locks, and I hate to say it, but I wasn't even allowed to touch the locks. I couldn't do a retwist or nothing. Apparently, the only person allowed to do his hair is mommy. And once we get on that point, hey, that's sacred territory. I get it. I'm out here cutting my son's hair too, and ain't no way that I'll let anybody else touch his head. It's like no chance in the world. So today we focus on what I can do. I'm talking about that cut. He had a lot of new growth on the back and on the sides, and that's cool if you're in between styles. But when you're rocking locks with a sharp hairline, you want that contrast, that clean blend between the locks and on the sides. That's what gives the style life. First thing I did was go in with the #1 guard with the grain. That laid everything down, helped me see what I'm really working with. Then I flipped it, #1 guard against the grain to bring it down just enough without going too low. You don't want to scalp low, man, but you do want that polished look. I kept the taper mid mainly because I didn't want to take away from the vertical bars due to the fact that his section in the front is so high. Barbers can run the risk of pushing the hairline back further than it should, and I don't want to do that to him. So I also kept into consideration that he had about mid density. It wasn't the lowest, but it definitely wasn't the highest either. Now, once I cleared the bulk, I went into the blend. And listen, I know this is just a taper, but let me be clear. This taper right here holds the whole look together. The locks are the statement, but the taper is the frame. Without it, this cut just doesn't hit the same. So at this point, I'm bringing out the setting foam. Little man had a lot of new growth, and even though I cut it low, the texture's still trying to pop back up. I'm telling y'all, man, that curl memory is strong. Now, I'm not trying to cut it any shorter. That's not the move. So we redirect it. Setting foam, wave brush, low temperature blow dryer. Just make sure you're gentle while you're styling the hair forward, because at that length, you feel the bristles. So make sure you have a soft bristle brush. And if you're wondering, yes, I did keep the heat low. I'm not out here trying to barbecue nobody's child. So I'm gonna make sure I do my due diligence and do this right.
I was insecure when I met you, take me to different levels, but couldn't walk away, start dancing up with the try my game good, but never did get a medal. Digging up the past, I'm treacherous with the shovel, treacherous with my ways, treacherous with my thoughts, trying to maintain, but often it throw me off. When times get hard, be needing you to be soft. Let's get this shit on, don't need you to piss me off. I need love, love.
Once the hair is styled down, I make sure that I bring the locks up into a bun and focus on tapering the nape area. Same game plan, #1 guard with the grain first, then you go against the grain and make sure you go and tighten that area up a little bit more. And from there, I work the taper. Skin zone first, anchor point, half guard, phase it out, done. Now, I know there's gonna be some mixed feelings in the building, but little man is absolutely getting some enhancements. But let me zoom out for a second. You know what I love about this? Chris came in to finally let go of something he was holding on to for years. But what he left with wasn't just a new look, it was a moment. Because now his son gets to look at him and say, my dad is that guy. Fresh cut, fresh beard, whole new energy. And I think that matters. As barbers, we don't always get to say it, but this seat, it's more than a haircut. It's legacy work. It's how a father shows his son what confidence looks like, how to carry yourself, how to love yourself, and how to take care of what's yours. So if you're a dad watching this, or you've ever had a moment in the chair that made you feel brand new, drop a comment below and tell me what's a lesson your father taught you without saying a word.